Hi, my name is Candace Heimdal, and I just wanted to share with you really briefly something amazing that's come across my life and has changed my life, I think, forever in the good way. And I want others to have the same access and hope that these kinds of things exist. So, flashback about 2 years ago, I had she was like 4 months old, my daughter, and was like taking a very extended maternity leave because I didn't want to go back to my slave job because I hated it. It had left me quite injured. I was basically a skating waitress at a fast food restaurant, and my knees were messed up, my shoulders were messed up, everything felt like gravel. I couldn't keep up trying to work out of any kind because it just hurt my shoulders or my knees or my ankles or my wrists too much to do anything. So I started putting on weight. Then I had my daughter, so then that kind of compounded onto that. And so I've always been kind of health conscious, but didn't really know what to do. I thought I was eating healthier than I used to. But granted, I did used to survive off of like one fast food meal a day because it was free because I worked there. Didn't know how to cook. And I knew it was probably a bad idea to eat pizza for every meal every day. And I had started cutting out like high fructose corn syrup and things like that. But I just wasn't really sure what to do in that regard. And I was broke. So pretty much every area of my life was awful. And I was at a desperation point where I was like, something needs to give, something needs to change. There's got to be something out there that's going to pull me out of this. So I'm like in the dark looking for the rope to just, as soon as you grab onto it and you just hang on and someone's going to pull the other end and you're going to like climb up it as it's going or something. I don't know. That's some weird vision I got. And so I just, by weird happenstance, ended up meeting the lady that lives in my old house, which is Jennifer Payne. And we got to talking and she heard all of these things and she introduced me to a CD called Dead Doctors Don't Lie by Dr. Wallach. And I listened to it, and at first I was like, what is this? And how is this relevant? What? But as I listened to it, by the end I was like, my eyes were like sprung open. I had this like kind of tingly, like, oh my gosh, feeling. I'm just like listening to this in my car. And I was like, I don't know what this is, but this is the answer. This is it. I have no idea what that even means, but I'm feeling it. So I went back to her and she just started showing me more and more. And I learned there's actually apparently 90 essential nutrients. And when you give your body all of it, not fractionating it, not leaving out a piece, oh, let's build a house, but windows aren't important. Let's build a house, but it doesn't need a roof. Like, you have to have all the pieces there. And when you do, it can fix itself. That these things aren't just genetic. They're not just, you're getting old. It's not really that. It's this underlying precept, which I wasn't even aware of, that was even a thing, that it needs all the pieces and then it fixes itself. That's it. And so I was like, well, gee, I want to do that. Can we do that? And then I learned that wasn't the only area of my life it would help remedy. I learned through hearing about Dr. Wallach and the company he created, Longevity, I learned that there's actually a way where you don't have to constantly be broke. That not only, like, if you get all of these certain principles and precepts in order and activate them and live your life by them, whether it's I'm not going to eat this food because I know it's going to kill me, and I'm going to make sure and take these nutrients because I know that my body will heal itself and keep itself repaired if I do that. And I know that if I follow this certain pathway instead of this certain pathway, I get, different results. So I started noticing, hey, there was actually a different way to do all these things that in my life that I was having an issue with. And they all got wrapped into this one awesome package. And ever since I've taken it seriously and really applied it in my life, things have just been accelerating quicker and quicker and quicker. It's like the same trials happen, but they last shorter, and then they're over. These big obstacles that looked so huge, like here they come and they're going to wipe me out, they came and moved me a little and passed, but they didn't knock me off of my path. And now I feel like I actually have a path and can see it. I may not be able to see all of it, but I don't feel lost anymore. I don't have pain in my joints anymore. I can breathe better than I've ever been able to breathe. That just feels really strange to be 26 and finally know what it feels like to breathe. Like, I've never gotten a full breath my whole life until now. I've just, there's just a sense of opportunity, and it's going to be okay, and just hope, and then I don't have to feel sick through all of it anymore, and just kind of feel not like sick. I've never been one to really get sick, but just kind of feel like I used to be, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed in the morning, and now I'm like, okay, I'm here, but who, what, where? And not being able to really focus, and just kind of being bleh. I'm fine, but now things don't just have to be, they're not just the kind of thing, oh, they're fine. No, now they're great. And now they're going to be even better if I keep on this path. So I just wanted to encourage anyone listening to this with the message that, like, if pretty much any ailment you have, there's some little thing at the very bottom that isn't being activated that's like shooting off into all these areas. And when you get that little thing, that pivot point fixed, it changes everything. And I think that what's being taught with this group of people, with Jennifer Payne, with Dr. Wallach, and all them, they know what that little pivot point is. So anyway, I hope that was helpful. I hope it's encouraging, and I hope you look into what's going on with this thing.